Well, this morning Bob's going to come up and maybe a couple of other guys. More of a work day. You know, I really haven't had a chance to build a bunch of logs to go play timing games on, but I figured I better get down there, get the fire started, then I have to go up and feed the cows, and then hopefully by then Bob shows up and then we can start our day. Middle of April, and it's 16 degrees and snowing. Yep, it looks cold, and guess what? It is cold. Bob was pointing out that 10 miles south of here there was not a cloud in the sky and no snow on the ground. I figured it'd be a good idea to get the fire started before he got here this time. So I went up and did the cows, got them fed, but I came down early and got the fire started.
I came a little bit later today, so for the first time in the last few trips, I didn't have to start the fire.
True. Guilty as charged.
The other thing, on a really cold morning, the water for the coffee probably shouldn't have run over in the back of the truck.
No.
It's kind of frozen.
So you got the whole crew here doing some brush work, hedgerow work, and my God, we got a variety of saws. And Bob has his typical regalia stuff. What do you bring today?
Well, I just finished the 394 there. Well, it's first stage. Might want to go back in it. I don't know yet. I'm going to run that a little once we get into some bigger stuff. But I'm going to start with the old mongrel here. My favorite little saw.
Yeah.
I brought the Dolmar.
Did you?
Another little brand.
I haven't seen that on a dog's age.
X-torque thread.
Ah. So pretty much everybody's busy. Spend more time cleaning up than actually cutting, so the way it's going to work. And he's running the Hudzel, my almost Chinese saw. So now I feel guilty because these guys did all this work.
I had to. Or guilt, probably.
That's all right. I tell you what,
I like
if I had to pick any saws, for actually I'm supposed to do it would be my 200T and a 346.
Yeah.
If I was a homeowner or just an all-around used saw, man, 346s,
I have one.
they're nice.
I got the new edition one.
Yeah, mine's old. Mine's the pre-compression at least. So it's 46 cc instead of 50.
Honestly, I like them all. I don't give a shit. They all cut. And
I want to hear your opinion on that 555 on the camera here.
We can tell you that.
Go ahead.
If I were to buy a saw, I'd buy the 555 or the 562. They just last longer.
That man right there took down that tree right there with, where's that big monster saw here?
Grabber.
He's got a rather large Stihl. And this guy right here cleaned all the pile up. Look at that.
Got to do something so I can eat, right?
That's it. I sat back and watched. Feel guilty now. Well, not too guilty. So tell me what that thing is.
This is a Stihl 088, 121 cc's. That was 404, converted down to 3/8 with a 36-inch bar.
And I can tell you right now, that thing's a cutting son of a bitch. Very cool.
Oh, and yeah, I was wishing I had a 394 for them. Just making potato chips. That's what they look like when you're blocking firewood size with stuff that big. So we're getting like 25 sticks out of those. It was nice. We got more of them split up.
Wow, look at that. That didn't take very long. You guys got half that hedgerow done.
Got a little bit of firewood in there too, Walt.
Yeah.
I don't know about half. That's a hammer of the place.
Yeah.
That's a long hedgerow. I think it depends on your scale of half.
Yeah.
It's what I can see.
Depends. Is a deer 100 yards away or 150 yards away?
That's it.
Village's big tree, freaking 4 foot in diameter.
Yeah, 100-year-old maple.
Yeah, you know, so we're getting a lot more. We do
a lot of them.
You know, so we like, you know, city gets Gussie, you have to about maybe.
So I was getting towards the end of the day, and Josh wants to run his 372 XT. So it's your 372 XT, right?
Yes. You're gonna try them too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna put me on film because I don't have my chaps on.
Well, I can pretty handily concede that it's probably going to be the XPW that gets the nod and the time.
Really?
This saw's got an attitude problem.
Just take one of them cookies and put it up against that log, and then you can see there's going to be a time difference based on the diameter change. Good. The last saw I ran on that was another XT stock, and it did about 12 seconds.
12 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully all my my grinding isn't in my head.
No, I can tell you it's not. That's moving right along.
What's that?
That's moving right along.
Now you're going to see the attitude.
that?
14.3. That's a strong saw.
Give him a straight down.
Alright, I'll just let it eat on this one.
There you go.
There you go.
Do it again.
Do it again.
I want to twist it just a little more. If he can spool 14.2 with the X-Torque, I think this one can spool 14.
Okay.
A little brotherly rivalry here. Only on your end.
This is great.
Hey, I got a reputation to keep up with this thing.
That looked like it was running the way it was supposed to run.
Now it's got the attitude that I've
Right.
been bragging on his saw about. It's got a different sound too. That W, it's got a grunt to it. It's a half breed between a 72 and a 90. Said you want to be on order? Oh, yeah, I'll be over here.
Okay. There you go.
I think it's running pretty much straight on.
That's better.
That's how she was acting yesterday.
Okay.
In that softer wood.
Yeah. No, that sounds a lot better to
I
me.
think there's
on
just
now.
not enough. I think there's too much raker depth. with that
What's in
brand
the
new
chain?
What's in the chain? A lot's in the chain.
There you go.
Good call, Walt.
So
Good call. And I did check that with my Husqvarna depth gauge, and it's set from the factory, that Oregon chain. It's set for hardwood. Yeah. And in softwood, there's...
well,
depth
there's
gauge.
probably a 4-second difference right there.
Yeah, and you could actually push it. Like you could
Yeah.
always
Where
just push this that chain soft. having the cutters hit 3 or 4 times and the rakers are still original.
Nope, I didn't hit those yet. I didn't use that chain much.
Yeah.
The brand is Woodchuck Tools. It's an all-in-one PV and timber jack at the moment for getting your log up off the ground for cutting. You take the timber jack off. Now you have a pointed PV. Pull that pin, the point recesses into the handle, and now you have a can.
That's really cool.
It's 3-in-1. They're actually made right here in New York, made in Rochester.
No kidding.
Lifetime guarantee on them too.
And Arnie here already Bennett.
Hey, you know, I'm trying to say good things about
Well, he's not exactly a normal human being.
but I haven't been had anything bad to say about it, because even on the PVN, a lot of PVs got one hook out here, you get into a small log, you're done. This one's got the double hooks.
I got one like that in the truck with the one.
Yep, and with the double spikes on the lever, you never run into a log you can't roll.
What's something like that cost?
I got this at my local Husky dealer for $92.
That's not bad.
Okay.
It's about the same as a normal.
Plug for our local Husky dealer.
Go ahead.
Consider
GKS, George Kaler Sales, Rome, New York.
Yep. And I challenge you to find a better price on woodchuck products than GKS.
They're good people.
Good guys.
Family-run business.
But anyway, we put this thing to work a little bit, and hopefully I don't further bend it by trying to pick up too heavy a log.
Well, I'm going to say this right on the film. Both those saws these guys built, they are absolute ass kicker saws. You know, I think the times are going to show up. I think we need to get you to get a total bar and chain. Does GKS sell those?
That's where I got
They
mine.
just started selling some.
Well, I think you need to get one of
I
those.
think you're right. I think that's a good idea.
I think that's a good way to close this. Thank you guys very much for coming. It's been a lot
Thanks
of
for
fun.
having us, Walt. It's been an absolute pleasure.
And even more so, thank you for doing all that work up there in the field, because that wasn't fun.
Anytime.
So,
That's what friends do.
Yeah.
Us country folk.
us country folk. So I'm going to close off this video. I don't know whether or not we're going to even put this one up, but we'll see. And I got to go haul hay.
I think they tire themselves out.
Yeah.
That little black and white's the instigator. Just give it a little time, you'll have a whole other group coming around the hill.